This video tutorial is going to show you how to check your grades in the nutrition class. So if you're in nutrition and you log into your nutrition homepage, your overall grade will show right here, but that is not the important grade that you want to look at. What you want to look at are the grades under the Grades tab. So across the top, click on the Grades tab. From there, it will take you to the gradebook, and you will see a couple different sections that are extremely important. Number one is the required to pass section with the unit tests. So this section right here, every single student, no matter when they start school with us, is required to take all of the unit tests and the semester final. So as you can see here, 48 out of 48, so 100%, which is the grade of an A, 63 out of 63, which is 100%, which the grade is an A, have yet to take Unit 3, 4, 5, or the semester final, which is fine because we're not there yet. Then there's this second piece. So these are absolutely 100% required to pass this class. So you have got to pass these with a 70% or above. So you have to pass these with a 70% or above to pass this class with a 60% D in this class. If you want your grade to be above a D, so even if you pass this with an A, you're not going to get more than a D in this class. So if you want to get above a D, this is the next section that you need to worry about. Complete 2 from each unit. So this Welcome to Nutrition is a bonus for you. So when you get seated in my nutrition class, you should automatically get a 10 out of 10. So you should start this class with an A, and it's your job to keep it there. There's a Getting to Know You deliverable, which is an extra credit, and an orientation grade, which is an extra credit grade. And then you will see here, so here are all of the Unit 1 assignments that will count towards your grade. So you can see here that this student has selected 1.02 graded assignment, and they've gotten a 10 out of 10. And then they also selected the 1.03 quiz. So there's at least 2 graded assignments and at least 2 quizzes in every unit that you can pick from. So you only need to complete 2. So obviously this student has an A in both, right? And then has an A in the unit test. So that's a good thing. We are working on Unit 2, we're working on Unit 3 right now. So here's Unit 2. So she has selected this quiz, right? But she's missing 1 graded assignment or 1 quiz from Unit 2. So she's only done 1 and she needs to pick 2. So she needs to go back in and pick 1 of these, right? 1 of these assignments to complete. And then same thing with Unit 3 and Unit 4 and Unit 5. If, for some reason, you started late, you always need to complete the unit tests, okay? If you go to the class plan, you can see which assignments you're going to need to complete. So if you started late, you are only responsible to complete the assignments. Let's see. We're going to go to just the nutrition and wellness calendar here. So you are only responsible to complete the information. Oh, here we go. The list. I want the list. For the dates that you started and later, right? So if you started with us, let's say, so this is Unit 3 is due April 10th. So if you started with us before April 10th, you are responsible for Unit 3 completing 2 assignments for Unit 3, right? If you, let's see, I wonder if it shows all. I'm going to go back to this maybe. So this should be showing complete 2 from, right? Complete 2 assignments from Unit 2. So Unit 2 is due when the Unit 2 test is due. So the Unit 2 test was due on the 13th. So if you started with us after March 13th, you are not required to do assignments from Unit 1 or the assignments from Unit 2. The only things that you're required to do are the unit tests. If you started after March 13th, right, you would only be responsible for the Unit 1 test, Unit 2 test, and then 2 assignments from Unit 3, the Unit 3 test, 2 assignments from Unit 4, the Unit 4 test, 2 assignments from Unit 5, and the Unit 5 test. So hopefully that's not super confusing, but whenever the test is due, that unit closes out. So if you started after the test was due, you don't have to do the assignments prior to that prior to that date. So hopefully that makes sense. Again, you can access the content, and by accessing the content, you can find the grades that, or the assignments that are required. So let's say we're in Unit 1, we can go to Unit 1.02 because that is the food selection factor. So that's one of the graded assignments. You can click on that and fill out that information. Obviously, we're in Unit 3 currently, so as of right after spring break, we're in Unit 3. So you can find Unit 3 by clicking on Unit 3 and going to each individual. So Unit 3.02, we have a calculating using the 3 body measurements. That's an assignment that can be graded, and the calculating and interpreting body measurements is a quiz that counts. So hopefully that makes sense and helps you understand how to check your grades and which grades count towards your grade.